All right. Miss Green, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Yay. Welcome, everybody. You are joining us for our Facebook Live. I am so excited to have Miss Michele Green. She is joining us tonight. You guys, come on in, tag a friend. This is one Facebook Live that you do not want to miss.
No, you
So we'll
don't.
give you a second. Hey, Miss Green.
How you doing?
I am good.
Yeah, tell them they don't want to miss this, so they better tag a friend.
Tag them. Tag them. We're going to let you guys get a second. Say hello. Let us know that
Yes.
you're there. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, we have Miss Michele Green joining us. She is an author.
Yeah.
She wrote Entitled. It's an NFL mom story of the pitfalls of money and power.
Mm-hmm.
She's the mother of a Super Bowl champion from the Baltimore Ravens, Bryant McKinnie. He's a lot of fun.
Yep.
You guys, if you're not following Bryant McKinnie, he's going to be on Love and Hip Hop in just a minute. Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Miss Michele Green is also the president of the Professional Football Players Mothers Association.
Yes.
So I'm so honored to have you joining us tonight for our Set Real Talk Tuesday.
Thank you, and I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So guys, come on in, join us, tag a friend, keep tagging. We see you. Hey. So Miss Green.
Yes. No,
Let's
you
start.
call me Shelly. Okay, that's first of all. Let's get that straight. Okay.
All right, Shelly. All due respect.
That's right.
Okay, Shelly. So I was just intrigued. I know I saw that you wrote this book. As a mother of an NFL player, there's so much wisdom that you have. Guys, if you don't know, Bryant McKinnie played 12 years in the NFL, was the 7th overall pick,
Yeah.
went to multiple Pro Bowls, and did some great things. And here you are just doing major things in your own right and have a wealth of wisdom that you can share with us. Our audience, we have a lot of moms. You guys tag a mom that may have an athlete that's coming up into the NFL, college athletes. She has some wisdom that she's going to share with us, some things that they've gone through that she wishes that they hadn't, but then things that if they could do differently, you know, how she would change it. So I again, thank you so much for joining us. And let's start with what made you write Entitled.
Okay. Between college and we started out good in the NFL. And what happened was we were there for 12 years. I noticed my own self changing and I wasn't happy with that. And I'm like, well, something's not right. What I noticed was I was good in the beginning because I was always keeping him in check. But then I started to get used to that lifestyle. I started getting used to sitting courtside at Miami Heat games and, car service and VIP and flying all over the United States. And I had to take a look back at myself and was like, wait a minute, hold it. I'm getting caught up. I can't talk about my child because I'm doing the same thing he is. So I had to take an evaluation of myself. I said, wait a minute. And then I had to go back to humble beginnings. And that's when I wrote the book, because I said, you know what? I'm not ashamed of what I did because I know there is somebody else doing the same thing. And I want to let them know, don't be ashamed. But whatever you did, I'm here to help you to go through it. And just don't do what I did. But one saving grace for me was, I partied. I did all that because, see, I was a young, spirited mom. But I also made sure I had my little nest egg on the side. You know what I'm saying? So I did take care of that. I did handle my business that way, though. But yeah, I just let everyone know, hey, it was an experience being in the NFL because I went from working 2 and 3 jobs to not working at all. That's a big thing when you have to work. And that was part of my life, working 2 and 3 jobs, carrying them to work with me. And now I don't have to work anymore. I can order room service whenever I want to. So I just got accustomed to that, but I just didn't know how to do it in. Right.
So for those of you guys that are just joining us, I have Michele Green, mother of Super Bowl champion Bryant McKinnie. She's the author of Entitled, an NFL mom's story of power, the pitfalls. You're telling us what you've gone through as an NFL mom, working 2 and 3 jobs, to support yourself and Bryant. And then going from not having to work at all and being able to enjoy the luxuries that the NFL offers.
Yes.
So for those moms that are watching and you know, you're experiencing the same life, or if you haven't yet, you have some athletes in your life that may one day get to the NFL. I wanted to find out from Shelly, tell us, you know, be specific. What are some things that you may have gone through that looking back, sure, sitting courtside, you know, or being able to order room service when you want. We talked about buying that luxury handbag, you
Girl.
know, things that you might do when money is just not something that you have to concern yourself with.
Okay, this is what happened. When you have a 4-bedroom home, that 4 becomes a 2 because you have a shoe room. Then you have another room for your bags and your
Oh,
luggage.
wow.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Wow. Okay, so she was living large.
Yes.
So when you have a whole room for your shoes and another room for your bags, you're
Okay.
living luxuriously.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So if you had it to do over again, and I know sometimes, guys, we want to look good, right? And you want to be able to enjoy the fruit of your labor. But at the same time, and I'll say it, a lot of us weren't taught financial literacy.
Exactly.
And you don't know that those things are not things that matter.
Right.
So looking back, while you enjoy them in the moment, they depreciate. It's not
Exactly.
something that will accrue or help you grow financially. And so you look back and you're like, well, I didn't need that.
Yeah. What happened too was I didn't have the right people surrounding me to say, you know, you need to pull back, like fall back a little bit. Do you really need that? I didn't have that because see, everybody was there because they knew they was going to get a piece of the action too. So they were your yes people around you all the time. So if I had, like, I got a good crew now with me. So, you know, like I said, I'm back in the humble beginnings. And, you know, if I go to the left, they're going to pull me in. So I'm good now, but I wish I had that person back
So
then.
I have a question, and I often talk about this with my girlfriends and my husband and his friends talk about it. If you had someone at the time that would have said, you know, Shelly, that may not be a good purchase, or why are you buying that? Would you have looked at them as a hater and said, why are you looking at my pocket? You know, I want it, so I'm going to get it. Or would you have stopped and said, you know what, you might be right?
Well, this did happen to me, and I still bought it anyhow. But I think I was immature too, coming from my background, and like you said, financial literature. We didn't have it.
No literacy, right?
No, and it's a generational curse. You know what I mean? So, and I think it starts as me as a parent. All I knew was how to save, but no one else told me. And then too, I'm gonna tell you something. In the book, I talk about being lonely. That my spending bounced off of loneliness. Okay. So when you're that way, that's the only thing that gives you any type of joy at that time. So you're going to spend because it gives me satisfaction. Look, yeah, I was looking for something, but I was looking at it in material things.
So for those of you guys that are watching, if you just joined us, we have Michele Green, author of Entitled, an NFL mom's story of pitfalls of money and power. So we're talking about how she came from working 2 and 3 jobs as a single mother whose son makes it to the NFL. He didn't grow up playing sports.
Wow.
And so it wasn't something that you groomed him to do. So a lot of us were watching kids that are some sort of phenomenon. That wasn't the case. He just happened to start playing. Guys, Shelly told me that you would take him to step class with you, and that's what helped to get him coordination.
Exactly. Come on, he's 6'8", okay, size 18 shoe. They're like awkward and clumsy, okay? Normally somebody, and then you're a teenager. When I tell you that helped him get his coordination doing that step class, I'm gonna tell you something else. And it's so funny how this thing comes full circle. So he liked to skip. So someone's like, why is he skipping? So I look back now, I'm like, yeah, because they skipped down the sideline, okay, or in that field in the NFL. So go talk about all the things you talked about in the past is coming to fruition. He's doing it now, and we good. But yeah, people got to watch what they say, because while he's doing this, we didn't know. He was preparing himself that we didn't even know that he was preparing himself for his future. And I'm
Wow.
telling you, that step class was the best thing that could have happened to him, was taking step class. Miami would have never looked at him if he wasn't coordinated feet wise, and change him from a defensive end to an offensive lineman. Never.
So, guys, if you're watching, sometimes we don't understand what our children are going through or why they're doing certain things that they do, but we also can't see the future. So we don't know how their personalities and the little idiosyncrasies that they may do will help to contribute to who they will become.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Right.
So he becomes this NFL star after going, he didn't go to a major college right away. Some of us have children that may start at a junior college.
And there's nothing wrong with JUCO. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with it, because they might not be ready, mature enough to go to that college, to a big college. No, he did it. I was happy he made that decision to go to a JUCO, and like I said, I didn't have any issues with it at all. It developed him, because there he gained like 90 pounds.
Wow.
I think we got to Miami, that's added another 30 pounds.
Okay. So
he ended up being 25 or 30 pounds at the University of Miami.
Wow. So guys, if you're watching, just joining us, tag somebody who may have a high school junior or senior, and they're thinking about college, where they want to go. Shelly is on. She's joining us. They're from a small town in Jersey.
Yes.
You knew that your child just wasn't mature enough for a major university. He needed to go to a junior college, develop. He put on some weight, got better at his position, actually changed positions.
Yes.
And then went on to University of Miami. And that was something that you had no idea he was going to do.
Not at all. Listen, they came to Lackawanna, the junior college, and whipped him away, which I didn't even know about. He didn't tell me. And so he loved it when he got down there. But it was another college he really, really liked. And this is what I said. I said, let me tell you something. When football season's over, don't call me to come get you, because there's nothing to do. So I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? So he was like, but Mom, those girls can cook down there. I said, it ain't about all that.
So he had two schools that he was trying to choose from, but you wanted him to go to a school where there was more than just football.
Exactly. He had opportunities in Miami, in which he had growth down there. He had opportunities down there. And I think he's glad he made the right choice, because guess what? We won the championship. They were undefeated his senior year. So, yes, he accomplished a lot being down there. He never gave up a sack his whole career in college. So University of Miami was good to him. And to this day, he's now in the Hall of Fame at the University of Miami.
Wow. So, ladies, guiding your children, sometimes you may not know everything. Right. So I like to say those things that we can't control, if you believe in the power of prayer, all we can do is hold our children in prayer and just believe that it's going to work out and that they're covered. And
that's right.
Now, that he went on, played in the NFL, you are part of this Professional Football Mothers Association. You guys have established a support group. Tell us a little bit more about that and how that came about. What year was Bryant when you decided to join? You mentioned going to the draft.
Right. He got drafted in 2002. And so he was the 7th overall pick. And what happens is their moms, I didn't know, this was my first time there. We had moms that come in the back into the green room and welcome you into the league. So the welcomee was Donovan McNabb's mom, Shar, Jerome Bettis' mom, Gladys, Donna George, Eddie George's mother, and a couple they came, welcomed me, gave me a gift. I was just so excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm here with these women. These are some awesome, powerful women. And so it took me a minute. I just wanted to feel everybody out, and I ended up joining. That was the best.
Like we do as women, you want to get a feel first.
Exactly. But that was the best thing I could have done, because you talk about a support group. We support each other. Let me tell you, this is for instance. At one time, another mom player, her son got in a car accident. up in Philly. She called me and Linda Harrison, Marvin Harrison's mom. We right there. I got, what do you need? She couldn't make it because she was out of state, but we were there to fill in for her. You know what I mean? So that's what we do. Like at the games, I went to every game. I would be the last one leaving the out the back. You know, when the guys come out, get on the bus.
Mm-hmm.
These guys, they want hugs. I stand in the gap for those moms who couldn't make it. So I'm giving them hugs, you know, and give them encouragement. So they look forward for me coming every week. To the point twice has happened to me. I was like I was in San Francisco and I looked around, there was nobody. I'm like, oh my gosh, I am out here by myself. And I think in Kansas City, I was left by myself too. So happened I see the agent. I had to catch a ride with him, but it's the fact that they know that I'm going to be there. I know I'm there to give them that hug when they get off that field, because everyone needs encouragement. So I said, you know what, when I got to fight with the fans, if you talk about somebody else, you talking about my son too, because they all my sons, okay, out there in the plan. Yeah, I'm his mom too for right now.
Yeah. So, and it's great that you said that. One thing, as we have the Professional Moms Association, this sisterhood of support and empowerment and encouragement for one another. You stand in the gap for moms that can't be there for their children. Lately in the news, President Trump has said some things that were disheartening and disrespectful. Did you mothers talk about that? You know, what he was calling the sons?
Not only did we talk about it, we sent an open letter out. But I'm gonna tell you what I said first, because I didn't know all this was going on. My son, I celebrated his birthday in LA. So I went out there with him. So I kept getting phone calls. Did you hear what's going on? I'm like, what? Like, I didn't know. Turned on the news and I was floored. So because I'm on Instagram, I hit back, you know, my son is the son of the Most High God, not a son of that's what I put out there. That was my own personal. But together, we all came together and wrote to him an open letter, which got picked up by major newspapers. CNN had also inquired about that too. But what we stated, we know who our value are. We know our value as women. Mm-hmm. We're going to stand by them regardless. We stand and support them 110%. So,
as mothers.
That's right. You're bullying. That's what that's about. And we're not going to stand for it. No, we come together as one, and that's our cub, and we're going to take up for him. So I don't care what you say about our boys. We're there for them. Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm happy to hear that. Guys, if you're just joining us, Set Real Talk Tuesday. So honored and thankful to have Michele Green joining us. She's author of Entitled. We talked about her book, An NFL Mom's Story of the Pitfalls of Money and Power. Talked about her son, Bryant McKinnie, who is going to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami. They've begun shooting it in Miami. Hasn't aired yet, but we'll soon see a lot more of Bryant. We also, just your journey. Yeah. Watching Bryant, who wasn't at all a football player, actually wrestled.
Right, he sure did.
Growing up, and went from wrestling to small town in New Jersey, ends up at a junior college, finds his way to the University of Miami, becomes a national champion with the Hurricanes, and then to 7th round pick. You went to New York to the draft.
Sure did. That was exciting. Very.
So, guys, these are experiences that a very select few get to experience.
Yes.
And you've done it, and you are here to talk about it.
Yes.
And I find that sometimes we go through things in life, and this is for the moms. If you end up with a son in the NFL, it is invaluable to have someone that you can go to talk to about experiences. 9 times out of 10, there's somebody that's been where you're going.
Right.
So to be able to have someone to talk to, that is the reason why you guys have the Professional Football Moms Association. Yes. You guys can go to pfma.org.
PFPMA.
PFPMA. Professional Football Players Mothers Association.org. So PFPMA.org. You're even retired moms.
Correct. Yeah, we are a 501c3 organization. And what we're doing is, in my platform, because I'm newly elected, it's the community. We want to get out in the community and help in the community. And in July of next year, we're doing a gala, a scholarship gala. As a single parent myself, scholarships, that was the only way Bryant went to school, was through scholarships. So we want to help give back to those parents that can't afford, and help give these kids scholarships so they too can, be able to go to a college and fulfill their dreams and get an education. So that's what we're all about, is giving back to the community.
Nice. Well, for more information, guys, go to pfpma.org to find out about the scholarships. Also, for the moms that have children that'll be in the NFL, once he makes that first down and the NFL gets drafted, this is an organization that you want to look into, because the resources, the sisterhood, the ability to surround yourself with women that have been there and done that,
right,
is key. So tell us, as we're closing, guys, comment, ask questions. We see you. We're responding. If there's any question that you have, you guys can follow Shelly. She's 4 Shelly Girl on Instagram. The number 4.
Right.
Shelly, SHELLY Girl.
Mm-hmm.
And then Michele Green on Facebook. You'll see her responding. So people are able to contact you if they have any questions.
Sure can. Anytime.
But most importantly, grab Entitled. When I think about the journey, so many, it's an endless cycle of athletes that play in the league and have family that, it's new for everyone. It's an experience, not just for the moms and dads, but also the cousins and relatives that want to participate and enjoy this journey. It's got to be hard. And it is hard. You don't want to tell people no. How did you guys handle that?
Well, see, he always said I was the mean one.
You got to have a good cop and a bad cop.
Right. And I was that bad cop. Yeah, because I need to know why, what for, and what. So, and I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. At first, I was like, okay, but I'm like, wait, you're taking away from me. You're taking away from my little. So I was like, not right now, okay.
So, in that Entitled, it's a book that will, chronicle, tell us some nuggets that we need. If you're ever on this journey, which some of you may be, or know somebody that might be. Pitfalls of Money and Power. Get the book. You can go to Amazon.com.
Yes.
So, guys, if you aren't the one that is the mother or the wife of a professional athlete, you just may be the relative. If you happen to get told no, it's not personal.
No, it's not. And you know what else too? My book is not only for the athlete. A young gentleman came up to me and said, your book really ministered to me. And I said, it did? And he's like, yeah. So, you know what I mean? Whatever he was doing, it helped him to realize, well, wait a minute, let me fall back a little bit here, because he said it ministered to him. So that touched my soul when he said that, because not everybody that's professional athlete, they read the book and they had different meanings to them for that book. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that for everyone. So it's not just focused on, us athletes. Mm-hmm. It's anybody who gets a little extra change and just don't know how to use it. Yeah.
So listen, it's needed. Financial literacy in Black communities, in our community, is needed. So here's a book that's offering all of us some nuggets. I'm going to get it. I'll let you guys know when I read it and my thoughts, what I took from it, how it touched me. I love to read. So, of course, I'm going to support. And I want you guys to support, too. We're going to put the link right here in the comment section. Head to Amazon.com and grab Entitled. So if there's anything that you could say or wish that somebody had told you coming into this NFL world, what would it be?
I think it would be, you can't trust everybody. That's number one. Like I told Bryant, I had to reprogram his mind. I said, let me tell you something. Because, he was young then. They were like 23, 24. Mm-hmm. You don't trust nobody but me. I'm the only one that has your back, okay? So, and don't forget that too, because there was a time he forgot it, but guess what? He had to come back and he remembered who had his back, which was me. Because I'm gonna be there. I'm your ride or die until you get your ride or die.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that
and I
said,
like that you said that, until he gets his ride or die. Who, meaning his wife? Or,
that's right. Yeah. Then listen. I know my position. Okay, I fall back. I know my position in this.
So I have a question. How about those athletes that have, and you may not have ever come across this, and I've spoken to many wives and girlfriends, and the mother or mother-in-law may not necessarily be all the way right. And it's few and far between, but it is possible.
Yeah.
How have you seen that ever happen? And how do you handle that? Maybe, are you, because these are all your sons and you're looking out for the cubs, do you just keep your mouth shut? Right. Or do you say, hey, sister, the way you're handling this situation isn't, you could do this a little different.
Right.
Can you give us an example? And
it has been some incidents where there's been some drama. But I think what it is, a lot of times the son might step in and try to resolve that issue. Mm-hmm. But from what I get, to me, that's a learning. I'm learning from them, from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm. So seeing maybe, and we joke about it, but sometimes the moms act like the son is their husband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm just speaking, because you never know, guys, what people may go through. And although we love to believe that our moms are just 100% all about us and right, sometimes moms are toxic too.
Oh, I've seen that happen too. I've seen that too. And it's like me, for instance, I just sat back and watched. I'm going to tell you, he didn't get married because he said he's seen too many horror stories in the locker room, or heard too many. Okay. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to make sure who he was marrying was that right person he was going to marry, and not somebody for a paycheck, which I was like, cool. I just said, look at me as your example of who you want. He seen me and my girlfriends, how we are, he knew I worked hard, so he kind of used that as, I don't tell him, I don't dictate, I don't do any of that. I stay in my lane. Mm-hmm. All I gotta do is just like look and I'm good.
That's a signal. That sends a signal. You can read mama. Okay.
But I don't, it's you. You gotta deal with it, not me. I'm out. I'm stepping out. I just know one thing, and he'll say to me, so when you gonna get married? And I was like, you know what? Look, you gonna do you, and I'm gonna do me. How about that?
All right. So he looking out for mama too, though.
I think to stay out of his lane. That's why, to keep me occupied.
Listen, Shelly, I get it.
Like, look, okay. Yes.
Okay, so moms, those that you are watching us, sometimes it's okay to step back, stay in your lane, give your son some free reign, allow them to be them and date.
Right. I knew what my place was. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm good. Long as we straight, me and you are good. I'm good too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a hobby, go to school, go to college.
Okay, but you know what? Is it easier to say that because he never had anybody that he was serious about? Do you think that you may have felt different if he ended up dating someone? And guys, you comment too, please. You have experience. If you have, let us know thoughts about the, relationships, mother-in-laws.
There was a couple. There was one that I loved. It was a couple of them. And I was just like, he was not, like, I was like, girl, come on, get in there. Like, I'm going to tell you what I did one time.
You were cheering for her.
Huh?
You were cheering for her.
Yeah, a couple I was, but this one, I was sitting back. We were out, because sometimes we had events and they would be there, the guys and the moms. So I'm like watching this scene and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. She blocking, right? And I kept saying, these little girls back here trying to get in there. So I went up to her. I was like, stop blocking. I said to the girl, he's not married or he doesn't have a girlfriend. So if you want to talk to him, you can, okay? That was the first and only time I did that.
Yes, looking out. See? Look, ladies, there are some moms out here that will put in a good word for you.
Yeah, yes.
So did you find any ladies that tried to get close to you just so they could get close to him?
Oh, been there, done that. All right, listen, I peeped their card out. See, they forget. I don't know what they think, especially with me. I'm not that mom. Come on, I'm not that old. I've been out there streetwise. I know what time it is. So you ain't not gonna play me, okay? That's the bottom line.
So making you dinners, trying to take you out, you're not going for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell if you're sincere. I know if you're real. Like, I really know if you're real or not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to agree with me just because, like, no. No.
Okay, so those that, that's some little advice for those of you. And at the end of the day, it's really going to be about what Bryant wants.
Exactly. Right.
But trying to get up close with you and, all, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. That's not necessary.
Yes, guys, comment, tell us your thoughts. Getting close to the mom, would you do it? Would you try to, smooth up to the mom to get close to the man? Have you done it? Did it work out for you? Let us know.
And you know what's so funny? It got back to me. A female said, "Yeah, she likes me." So blah blah blah. And I was like, "Girl, please," you know what I'm saying?
She was mistaken.
Girl, she thought I already peeped her card out. So we good. But I mean, we're friends and all, but don't do that. That's one thing. Don't. No.
Look, now we know, right? Wow, dating. Who's a prospect, who you could peep it out. You already know. You've been there, done that.
Right.
Grab a book, guys. We got to get this book. Head to Amazon.com. Pick up Entitled. Let us know what you think. Hit up For Shelly Girl on Instagram. Tag her in Entitled. Get the book. Tag her. Let her know if you took something out of it. And if you'd be willing to share it. I mean, we got to support. We're going to do that. She's Michele Green. It's Michele.
Correct.
Reen. So that's one L in Michele. Michele Green on Facebook. She's commenting. Tell us your thoughts. We're so honored to have you joining us. Thank you again. We're going to grab your book. We're going to be watching out for Bryant and all that he has going on. Guys, Love and Hip Hop Miami, soon to be aired. And then for you guys that have sons that may end up in the NFL, Pro Football Players Mothers Association.
Yes, we are there for you. We will support you. We got so much going on now. We have so much. I'm excited for this new board that we have. I got great moms who are on board with me, and we're all working together as one. And we're just going to get out that community and knock it out. We're going to knock it out the park. We're even doing a football one-on-one in Miami with Coach Jen, the first female coach with the Arizona Cardinals. So she's going to do it for women in Miami. And we want to take that on the road. So we're going to start in Miami.
Nice. So we'll be there to support. Seth will be there. Thank you for joining us, guys. Set Real Talk Tuesday with Michele Green.
Hey, Set Real Talk Tuesday with Denisha.
I am Denisha Roll, and I'm Set.
And I'm Michele Green, and I'm Set.
All right. Guys, you enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Let us know what you thought. Share this video, and we'll see you same place, same time next Tuesday. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.